welcome to Peak Stitching. I'm Debbie and Lista is on camera today. And today I'm going to talk about what's coming up for a lot of us. We're going on retreats and things that we want to put in our retreat bag. So I want to show you some extra special things that we have in the shop that you might want to pick up before your retreat. I also want to mention that if you are planning a retreat and you're coming up to this area, please email us at info@peak2peakstitching.com and provide the name of your group and who's coming, including their email. We're going to set that all up in the system, and we're going to give you a 10% discount when you're shopping with us during your retreat. So don't miss out on that extra little bonus savings, and let us be part of your retreat. We have a lot of fun when you ladies come in, or you gentlemen. So I also have some things coming up. Maybe your retreat might fall on this time. Every Thursday we do have an open sew day, and you just come in and you've got the tables, the ironing boards, the cutting space. And for a lot of us that live in tight quarters, it's a place to spread out, make new friends, have some fun. We'll have hot beverages available for you, and chocolate. We always have chocolate for everybody. On the 22nd, the fourth Thursday of every month, I will be doing a demonstration at 10:30 for the open sew day. And also it's a great time to bring some show and tell, so you can bring the things that you've been working on, or if you have a problem with something, maybe everybody can group together and come up with a solution. On January 24th is local quilt shop day. At 10:30 I'll be doing a demonstration, and it'll be for a block, and I'll be using a special tool, and the tool that I'm using will be discounted that day. So you'll get the free pattern for the block, and you'll get the discount on the tool. Can't believe this one. On February 7th, we're going to celebrate our 3rd anniversary. So on that day, we're going to have a make and take that's going to be going on all day in our classroom. Very fun. Come up, bring your family if you want to. Everybody can make something and take it home and enjoy. And of course, we'll also have a special sale on that day. So we got this one in. This is a single bolt that we got in, and this is Let's Wander. And isn't this about what you see when you're out hiking? Maybe the bear you don't choose to see, but all the animals that you look and find in there. And now I'm going to jump into my retreat things. So when I'm going on a retreat, I always take my Omni Grid travel. It's a cutting mat and an ironing station. So one side of it, see if we can block the light there. One side of it is your cutting, and the other side is your pressing. The one thing you always want to remember is don't try to press on your cutting side. So this is the size I always take. I always prepare my projects before, so I'll take 2 or 3 projects. I'll already have, I'll use my best press and stabilize my fabric, have all my pieces cut out so I can do my sewing and putting my blocks together. And of course, I take my Oliso iron. This is the travel one. I have 4 travel irons. This is the last travel iron I'll ever be buying. Love this size. It is a little bit larger than the small ones. It gets very hot, and it's perfect. It's perfect for getting those seams pressed out. So Olisa also has the carry bag, which is great because we're always trying to finish up at the last minute before it's time to go home, and our iron's still hot, and we're sitting there going, come on, cool down. So you can pack your iron in this little carrier, and it'll finish cooling down inside its carrier. My favorite ruler to take on retreat is the Perfect Adjustable Ruler. So it comes with a nice little case, little felted case. And it comes in sections. So it's small and easy to pack. Let's see if I can put my numbers together. Uh-oh. I seem to be missing a piece. Wow. Sorry about that. There's actually a piece that goes here. This has been open for a while, so I'm going to have to figure out if it fell out somewhere. Oh. Ha! Now I see a problem. I have 2 of the same pieces. Okay. No explanation for that. I've had this open before and I never have noticed that. So it snaps together, and you can make it any size you want to. So if you only need to work on something small, you can have a smaller ruler. And then when you're ready to go home, you just take your pieces apart. And I'll have to make a comment about getting the right pieces for that. And it goes up to 24.5 inches, and it is 3 inches wide. And you put it back into your case, and you put it next to your iron that is in its cover. The other little one that I always go with is my 2.5 by 6.5. I know you can adjust this one down, but this one here, this goes everywhere. I have like 8 of these. That's a true confession there for you. Another good travel one, you know, you want to take that 6-inch by, this is by TQM Products, and it's a fold-away ruler. And we always want our 6 by 24-inch ruler. Well, this one here folds open, and no, there is no hang up there on the edge of it there, but it packs up so easily that you don't have to worry about chipping it on your way to your retreat. We also have the Fiskars one, and it's 3 pieces instead of just a fold away like that one. So it opens up in an accordion style. And if I'm working on blocks and I'm going to have to do some trimming, I do the Stripology, the mini. So it goes up to 6.5 inches, works great for half square triangles and quarter square triangles, trimming up your blocks to the size that you want. That one. Oh, yes, I do have to tell you that I would be adding rip dots to my Perfect adjustable. These are great. Nothing slides once you put these on. And I always have my little offal mat. You want that. Again, that's just the stuff that sits right here. And a great way to keep track of all your tools is your Mirori bag. So this is the bag that you can put if like you have back quarters or things in there. But if you want to make it into tool, you can buy the cube piece also to go in it. Tuck that in, and now you have more compartments. You want a bobbin boat. This is where you put your bobbins in so the thread doesn't come unwound. Always the purple thing. And I always take my Perfect scissors. This is the size that I like to take to retreats because they're small, but they're big enough that if I need to cut something just a little bit larger, I can. I have my clips. Don't forget your new rotary blade. And the needles that I always take. I'm a Microtex 8012 for my piecing. Or you could do, and if you're going to be doing some quilting, you might want the variety pack that's piecing and quilting needles. So it's got Microtex and the quilting needles in there. And 2 things you don't want to forget. You don't want to forget your electric cord for your sew machine and your foot pedal. So until next week, have a great week. Oh, I forgot something. Oh, I did. Thank you. And if you happen to pop up here and decide you want to take on a little project or getting started, we have our Traveler's Gift Bag. So it's got all the goodies in here that you would need to work on a small project, including a small mat back here. And you have the roller so that you can use that and not have an iron on hand. Thank you, Lester, for reminding me. So until next week, have a great one.